Hi, everybody. Happy Thanksgiving. 2020, right? 2020. Just want to stop you from cooking for a few minutes, give you a little bit of humor. I think it might help out. This has been a weird year, like we all know, but I just want to tell you a couple stories that might lighten your load a little bit. First off, I'm not cooking, so Tim is extremely grateful. He's thankful. My daughter is cooking, so she actually likes it. She got that gene. I did not. And so I'm going to let her, right? I'm going to let her do it. Just knock yourself out, you know? And so the other thing I want to tell you is that one year we had this dog. Everyone in our family has got real names and then they've got nicknames. So we had this lab dog. It was a lab mix and it was about the size of a coffee table. And so I'd done two things. I got a brisket and I thought, well, I was in Utah at that time and I was missing Texas. So I thought I'm going to cook this brisket because I know how and because it just takes all night and doesn't, taking time. And then I bought a turkey breast for people who had to be traditional, right? So I had that and I thought, well, I don't have any room in the fridge, so I'm going to put this out on the back porch in a bowl. And I did. And my dog, we went out the next day to try and find the turkey breast. It was already thawed out, so it was just cold, right? And I thought, it's gone. It's out of the bowl. I don't know where it is. And I'm going back and forth. My daughter Haley and I were searching the house looking to see, where do we put that? Like, did we put it in the fridge or did we leave it in the car or what happened? And I couldn't remember where it was. And the dog was following us in and out of the door. We called him Heen. And he was following us in and out of the door looking. We'd go to the fridge. If we went to the fridge, he went to the fridge. If we went outside, he went outside. If we looked in the car, he looked in the car. And we went back outside to find out, what happened to the turkey breast, right? And finally I looked down at his nose and there was dirt all over his nose. And I went, Heen, where's the turkey? And he took me around the side of the house and he had buried it in the yard. He thought it was happy Thanksgiving to me, right? So anyway, thank God, it didn't eat it. He didn't eat all the way through it. He couldn't get the plastic off. And we ended up washing it off and doing what we could and cooking it anyway and tried to avoid that part that he thought was his. The other thing that we did one year was we had an inner city type church in Salt Lake. It was really fun. We moved like 16 times, so nothing was traditional in our house. We always just did whatever. And so we decided that instead of feeding the poor outside, we're going to bring them in because it's cold, right? It's snowing a lot of times at Thanksgiving. And so we opened up the church and people from our church, we were a motley crew. They all brought their families and we all had like a potluck and everybody brought whatever they would make for Thanksgiving and brought it to the church. And we invited everyone from the neighborhood. They were pretty much drug dealers, users, whatever. And so we thought, well, we'll just invite everybody who doesn't feel like they have a place to go over to the church. And so we did, and it was interesting. We had a real a collection of people there. Everyone was guarding their purses and whatever else. We were trying to have people serve them so they didn't dip their fingers into stuff by their hands and put it on their plate. So we were trying to make it festive, right? And we decided we'd do some worship. And Tim said, hey, is there anybody here who likes to dance, do dance worship or whatever? And 3 young girls raised their hands and a guy had brought them. He had gotten saved at the park when we did outreach there and he knew people. So he brought them for this Thanksgiving dinner. And Tim said, does anyone like to dance? And they all 3 raised their hands. And my friend who brought them was shaking his head like, and he said, well, we were going to do some worship and thought, we'd make it festive. And he goes, they're from the Gentlemen's Club around the corner. So we were going, well, there you go, well, maybe we'll just worship and we just won't have dance. So it was just fun, you know? You never know what's going to happen. I tell you what, don't get too serious on these Thanksgiving times. Enjoy them, have fun with it, enjoy what you do. God told me the first of the year, that was my word for the year. The first thing he said is be thankful, be honoring, and be teachable. And I had no idea what we all would be facing during this year. So be thankful. That was the first thing he said to do. So today, you know, we're just going to give thanks for everything we do have, all the weird stuff that we've gone through, all the things that we have really literally not known how to navigate very well. But God is in control, and we need to remember that he's got every single step of our lives already sorted out. He knows exactly where we're going to be, who he's going to run us into, what our mission is, what he wants us to do at the time he wants us to do it. And things are going to change. You know, one thing that we forget, I think we do forget, I know we do, is we forget that God literally is in charge. He's God. I mean, people don't pull out the God factor that often. It's like we have got a God who is in charge, who is going to rule and reign over this earth. And he's got his kids crying out to him day and night, and he's answering their prayer. So we've got a wonderful things ahead for us. I just have to keep us in faith. One of the things we've got to strengthen in these days is our faith. We have to know that we're not limited to circumstances. Circumstances change. They change overnight. They open up, things just absolutely shift and change overnight. They do all the time. And so when we can know that and we can see that, we're going to feel a whole lot better. Don't take life so seriously all the time. Enjoy what you do have. Enjoy the fact that, you know, we are literally, this life on earth, I'm just telling you, is like a split second in heaven. And right now, we're gonna be the best version of ourselves, the best version of Christ in us, the hope of glory, the best version. We can just not be so sour and not be always looking down and panicking and worrying about everything. Just let it go. You know, I mean, we lived in Provo one time when we were really young, and we started ministry at 27. So we were dumb and young, and we didn't know what we were doing, and we're middle of Mormonville, you know, 98% Mormon. We were broke, poor. We didn't have any money. And so I was like fishing through the cabinet trying to think, well, you know, I'm pregnant and I've got another little baby, so I don't know what to do. I just fix whatever, and I'm not very good. I've never been someone who really like just digs into the kitchen stuff. I'm too spontaneous. I cook prophetically often. Really. And and so I just decided that I saw Spam in the cupboard, and I thought, well, I'm going to make that for dinner. And Tim hates it, Spam. I was raised in the South, so to me it was like, yeah, it's all right. So I made it sweet and sour Spam. And he came in and he tried to eat it, and it was like, oh my gosh, what is this? And I said, well, it's a new dish, you know, I'm trying. And we've never forgotten it. We just made you know, it reminds me of someone who had a big leak in their backyard. The water pipe had broken or something, or there was a leak, and it was just almost unfixable. It was going to cost thousands of dollars, but it was just leaking slowly, and it was creating some sort of a little pond in their backyard. And the plumber came out and they said, this is going to cost thousands and thousands of dollars to fix. And he said, why don't you just make a feature out of it? In other words, why don't you just make a feature out of it? Like, make it a little pond. It'll be fine. It's not going to leak that much. You're never going to have it overflow. It's just a small little leak, and it's something that you can live with, you know, and it was up against a wood, you know, the house backed up against the woods. So it was like, it's not going to increase your water bill that much and all that. So just make a feature out of it. Whatever happens, whatever's going on, just make a feature out of it. If it doesn't work out, it's okay. It's like, so what? Just make it memorable. That's the most important thing. Enjoy it with your family, with your friends, with people that go serve somewhere. If you feel like that, go do what you want to do. Do what you enjoy doing, and let Jesus just live through you. Let him calm you down. Let him give you peace. Let him just love on you and just give you all kinds of cool memories, right? And if you put your turkey in the backyard in a bowl, watch for the dog, see if it buries the turkey. That was so special. Yeah, I have friends that still bring that up all the time who were at our house that year for Thanksgiving. Another time, we were friends and still are friends with people who had a straight edge heavy metal band, and called Sleeping Giant. Tommy and Chrissy Green, you might know them. And so anyway, we decided that we just have them over, and also all of their band friends who were passing through town. And we had something like 35 people in our house. We had no furniture. We put that outside, and we just set up tables and chairs. I think my daughters and I ate in the bathroom on the bathtub because there was no seating. We couldn't find anywhere to sit. And we had so many straight edge heavy metal guys eating at our house, and we just took out all the furniture and had people bringing food. And they had a van out in front of, we lived across the street from a Mormon ward, and it had a van, and it had a slip knot, like a noose in blood and all that stuff that they do. And we had people that they were like calling, going, "Are you guys okay? What's going on over at your house? Should we come and help?" And these were our little Mormon neighbors. They had no clue. So we just had made a feature of it. We had so much fun just seeing what we could get into. Nothing was ever normal for us, and probably never will be, So I just wanted to lift you up a little bit on Thanksgiving and tell you how much we love you and how much we just enjoy interacting with you on all the Zoom dream calls. I'm doing another one December 1st in person at Open Door Church in Burleson. And we've got some dream Zooms coming up. We've got, I just like to interact. We've got another one called Navigation. I have no idea what that is. We just decided to name it that because it's almost like, well, let's figure out where we are and see what's happening and see where we think we could be going, So either way, Jesus is still the Lord. He's never not going to be the Lord. And he's always going to guide us and direct us. He's always going to be very present help in the time of trouble. He's always going to be the comforter. He will always be your healer. He will always be your provider. He will always be the King of glory sitting on the throne, who has absolute authority over your life and has given you absolute authority in this life. So enjoy your Thanksgiving. I've got Tim up in the attic getting out my Christmas stuff if we can find it. I don't even know where it is. And half of it's probably broken. So we'll figure it out. But anyway, I just wanted to say happy Thanksgiving to you, to your family. Make a feature out of it. Enjoy yourself. Have fun. Go on my website, cindymcgill.org. You can partner with us. You can become a monthly partner with us. You can also subscribe to the Shout. We're trying to get emails because we don't know what's going to happen on social media ever. We never know. And then also go to my YouTube channel. A lot of people said, "Well, I never saw your videos. I don't know where they are." Well, they're on my YouTube channel. If you want to see the outreaches and you want to see some of the stuff we do, go on my YouTube channel. It's just my name, Cindy McGill. Go on my YouTube channel. You can look at all the messages and all the stuff, even from the encounter service at Open Door on Saturday night. And then also you can look at the outreaches that we've done and fun stuff. And I'll try and get some pictures posted up on Facebook and on my website for you to see different things that we've done just over the years. But we are not stopping. I'll tell you that. We're not going to stop. We're still going to keep moving forward. We're going to still create outreaches. We're still going out. We're still going to just have fun with it and see what happens. So anyway, God bless you guys. Charisma, go on there. I have a podcast. This will be on it probably. And but have a really great Thanksgiving, okay? Have a good time with your family. Have a wonderful time with your friends. Don't worry about the food. Their neighbors have got food if you need it. I depend on that. Actually, I'm just kidding. But in this case, my daughter is my neighbor and she is cooking. So that's awesome. I'm loving that. All right. So God bless you. Talk to you soon. And this is the thing for today. It'll probably be a couple days, and I'll be back on here. Oh, Saturday night, I'm going to be filming the encounter service at Open Door. Okay. All right. Bless you guys. I love you. Be thankful, be honoring, and be teachable. It's all good. All right. Love you. Bye. Peace out.